So moving on to counterterrorism, I represent a district in New York City, #1 terrorist threat. The country, definitely, potentially the world at large. It's been raised already here that you and the administration with your support, has proposed pretty significant cuts to whether it's UASI, transportation security, so on and so forth. $587 million in cuts in total for Homeland Security grants to places that need them for counterterror spending. New York City particularly, you used a term that I found interesting earlier, shared responsibility. Your belief, correct me if I'm wrong, is that municipalities and states need to start doing more. Is that correct? So are you of the opinion that then the NYPD is not doing enough right now, is not shouldering the burden enough right now? Because these cuts are significant. I believe these cuts, it's not a scalpel, this is a hatchet. And I have to figure out what to say to them.
Right.
And it being, from a bipartisan, country-first perspective, what do I tell them?
Well, first of all, you can tell Commissioner O'Neill that he's among our top partners in law enforcement all over the country, and that NYPD is the most effective counterterrorism force in a state and local police level that I'm aware of. So please don't suggest that they're not doing enough. In terms of grant investments at a municipal level, especially our major cities that could be targets, that does have to be a shared federal, state, and local responsibility.
But monetarily, you're saying that they need to do more. New York City, New York State, other major urban areas that are the primary threats to counterterror, you're saying that they are not doing enough right now.
No, I'm saying that to sustain funding at the prior grant levels, and remember, we're working within a top-line budget. Nobody wants to make cuts to security programs ever. You're trying to balance across all of your requirements as a department and as an administration when you submit the budget. So I just want to emphasize that.
And is it a correct reading then of the budget to say that you have deemed the border a greater priority than counterterror right now?
So I think there are multiple priorities. The border is a significant priority.
You're increasing funding for one.
Correct.
And decreasing funding for the other.
Correct. Yeah.
Logical conclusion from that is that the border is a greater threat to this country right now than terrorism.
So, not necessarily, but you just noted the fentanyl risks, right? That's coming across the southern border. That's the primary
ports of
vector,
entry,
and
yes.
it's having impact on our communities every single day. So it's a balance between all of those efforts. I think the idea on the grants is that the accumulated investments have gotten us to a place of significant security, especially in major cities. We need to continue to work on it, continue to partner, and hopefully we can manage through the cuts.
Okay, thank you for your time, Mr. Secretary, again, and thank you for your service.